Every vibe coding tool sells you the same dream. Describe what you want and AI builds it. But under the hood, all of these tools are fundamentally different, and that difference matters way more than anyone is telling you. If you pick the right one, you'll build faster, feel in control, and actually enjoy the process. But pick the wrong one and you might feel like you hit a wall. See, every tool out there falls into one of two categories. On one hand, you have your all-in-one tools, and on the other hand, you have your dev tools. In this video, we're going to cover the difference between these two categories, why all-in-one tools are amazing but might not be what you need as a professional, why dev tools are powerful but can feel super chaotic, especially if you're coming from something like Webflow or Framer, and finally, how to actually pick the right tool within each category. My name's Julian. I've been designing and building on the web since 2015. And right now I'm building Ship Studio, a tool that helps designers and non-technical builders use AI to build like professionals. So I use these tools every single day. Now let's get back to those two categories, starting with the all-in-one tools. Think Lovable, Bolt, Replit, Google AI Studio. These tools are genuinely cool and they are super powerful. You can do pretty much anything with them, but they're made for a specific kind of person. Someone who isn't very interested in the how, they just want to see their app or website built. If that's you, then these tools are great and you are going to love them. But if you're a professional, there's a big issue and it's rooted in their greatest strength. That is the fact that they do everything for you. Don't get me wrong, with the vast majority of these tools, you have full control over the code, but the infrastructure, hosting, and agents are all handled by these tools. So you kind of have to work within their framework. Like I said, that's not a bad thing if your goal is just to get your product or website live. But for a lot of people, including myself, you don't just value the end product. You value the process. You want to understand what's actually going on under the hood. You don't just want one prompt magic. You want flexible workflows that you understand and can change as you wish. So for a lot of people, these all-in-one tools just aren't it. So on the flip side, you have dev tools. Think, for example, Claude Code, Cursor, GitHub, Vercel, Cloudflare. Dev tools aren't a one-to-one replacement for something like Lovable. Each tool serves a very specific purpose. For example, here's the stack that I normally use. Starting with Claude Code, this is my agent that writes all of my code. The code that Claude Code writes gets pushed into GitHub where all of my backups and versions are saved. And then Vercel comes in, takes that code from GitHub and makes it something accessible on the internet. And depending on the project, there are tons of others. For example, if I need a CMS, I often use Sanity. So I've been using these tools for a little while, and I understand how each one of them works, and that gives me control and flexibility. But there's just one problem. I have spent most of my career building in Webflow. I'm used to having one tab open where all of my work gets done. Going from that to dev tools kind of felt like a major downgrade when I first started. Instead of one tab where I work, host, publish, and do everything in one place, now I have multiple terminal windows open, a browser tab for my dev server, another tab for GitHub, another tab for Vercel, another one for Sanity, and you get the idea. It's kind of a mess. When something breaks, you don't even know which tab to look at. But the beauty of vibe coding with DevTools is that it is infinitely flexible. There are tons of tools that you can use to help you with your workflow, and you can even build your own. For example, I use Claude Code to build Ship Studio to get rid of my terminal window tab headaches. So to recap, on the one hand, you have your all-in-one tools. They are super powerful, super easy, and they do everything for you. On the flip side, you have dev tools, which are a little bit more complicated, but you have full flexibility over your workflow. So if you just want to go from idea to live as quickly as possible, use an all-in-one tool. They are amazing. But if you want a real customizable workflow that feels like yours, I would recommend learning these dev tools. There is a learning curve, but that's kind of the point. That learning curve is exactly what gives you the professional edge. So let's say you want to get something live and I've convinced you to use an all-in-one tool. You might be wondering, which one should I use? Here's the thing, these tools all overlap. Lovable, Bolt, Replit, they are all doing pretty much the same thing with slightly different strengths, but these strengths change month to month. Nobody can tell you in a YouTube video exactly which one to pick. If they do, they're probably sponsored or just kind of guessing. I have tried all of these tools, and here's my recommendation. Pick 2 or 3 and try them on the same tiny project, like build a calculator or something. The differences are subtle and personal. Which UI makes sense to you? Which AI do you feel like gets what you're trying to explain? 2 things I would look out for though is whether or not you can export the code, just in case you eventually outgrow the platform, and what's the pricing model. Some have subscriptions, some are built based on usage. So if you're going for an all-in-one tool, just try a few, pick the one that clicks, and don't overthink it. At this point, the best tool for you is whichever one you're actually going to use. Now, let's say you really value that flexibility and you want to use DevTools. My advice here is different. You're not just picking a tool, you're assembling a stack. Each piece has a very specific job. Think of it like slots that you need to fill. First, you have your AI coding agent. Just to name a few, there is Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, OpenCode, Gemini CLI. The list just goes on, and there's new ones like every week. Then you need something for version control, and look, just use GitHub. There is no real alternative to GitHub. Then you have hosting, how you actually get your product or site live on the internet. For example, you have Vercel, Netlify, and Cloudflare. All are great, but have slightly different strengths. And the beauty of DevTools is that you can use certain ones on certain projects. And then there's the CMS if you need one. I personally use Sanity, but I've heard great things about Strapi and Payload as well. You don't necessarily need to fill every single slot on day one. Start with the core 3, your AI coding agent, GitHub, and your hosting provider. That is plenty to build and ship real sites and products. And the beauty of this approach is that you can swap pieces in and out as you please. If you don't like your hosting, you can just switch it. You're never locked in because each and every piece is independent. So don't try to pick the best tool in each slot. Just pick one that works for your needs. Learn it well, and then you can switch it out later if you need to. For example, I was using Cursor for months before I discovered Claude Code. The skill isn't knowing every single tool. It's understanding what each slot does, why it matters, and when you should use one tool versus the other. Now, one more thing. If you're interested in vibe coding but don't know where to start, we're running a 4-day sprint starting on April 27th, where you can go from 0 to having actually launched a site using AI DevTools. If you're interested, the link is in the description. I'll see you there and have a great day.